Hello everyone, I'm Ethan Fender, aka the Slime Artist, and welcome to Slime Artist Discusses. That name sucks. Where an I in each discussion talk about in each discussion, referring to each episode, talk about the content of the SAMSS series, a Machinima-based series of mine, mostly using Halo as its primary source of use. So this podcast, obviously that short summary breakdown kind of broke it down. But yeah, in each episode, I will break down a Machinima while simultaneously watching it. Usually, I watch it first, have a bulletproof list of stuff I will talk about as it plays, and full disclosure, sometimes as it plays, I will pause it once in a while, especially for the bigger Machinima episodes I'll cover, like my 250 subscriber special, attackers, cultists, what are all my other stuff. So, but because just for the introductions episode, I'll be going over my very first, by definition, first Machinima video ever. And why I say by definition is because technically it's a Machinima, which I say Machinima wrong, by the way. But also because there's not actually much Machinima going on. Because I had such an old video editor that I couldn't do like quick camera movements. If you look at some of my oldest gaming videos where I had used that one, at the beginning of like every cut out clip, you can tell when it jumps to another clip. It's like black at the beginning. It's like black a little bit, and it just overall does not look good. You will even see at the very beginning here. It looks kind of cool, but no, a Machinima was terrible. I had a totally different idea in mind. Which I guess I'll explain after I'm done watching the video. But it's just because I put it down as a bulletproof list. Promote the other two, because why not? So I have other two podcasts known as MTAO, which is my thoughts and opinions, where each episode probably will feature other content creators or family members, and then we talk about something together. Usually that's entertainment based though, not like politics and all that. And the other one's the Thrivers Files, where it's just talking about the lore and the stories and about like my greatest project, a decade-year-old idea I constantly work on like every day, called the Thrivers, and then my company's Thrivers Studios. But you would also refer to it as Thrivers Mythos instead of just saying Thrivers. It's actually a little hard to say at first, but you get used to saying Thrivers. But yeah, so we're going to start watching PSA 100 Twitter follower special. I'm pretty sure I am actually louder than the video. It's real quiet. Basically, you can really think of these as commentaries, I guess. But those videos, I will actually be different. For my longer Machinimas, I will actually have a commentary. But I'll probably still have a Slime Darts discussions going over stuff I didn't talk about in the commentary or whatever. But yeah, this is the name you can guess is PSA 100 Twitter follower special, which is, at this time, I had used Twitter over YouTube more than anything, and I had recently got 100 followers. And now it's like 112, but it's because I just don't use Twitter enough, and it's actually kind of harder to get a fan base on Twitter than it is like on YouTube. But yeah, okay. I guess I'll play it a little bit, and I'll think about something.
Hello everyone, my name's Ethan.
And obviously, this look here. I back in the day, for years, I used to run with red and green. I don't now because I kind of grew out of it. Plus, I have like two other characters in my other Machinima projects with those same color palettes. So I wanted to avoid that, and And then if you can tell here, I also got like the EVHS piece is something I actually kept all the way up to the new designs, and obviously the red color in the Mark 6 helmet. But I abandoned the green visor, the aerosol shoulder pieces. This video is still was still pretty. I can't believe this video is like 2 years old, because I remember when these armor pieces first came out. Like, that's insane. And then I have like a Gen 2 tech suit underneath the armor there. But yeah, my character here will explain a little more about why it looks like this for the whole video. So I'll just let it play.
This 100 Twitter follower special video. It's not that big of a deal. It's more like an announcement. It's more like a PSA.
Oh, and then obviously the gold skin assault rifle. I have to talk louder to defy who's talking.
On Twitter. It's just my video editing program. It's very
the thing
do well with quick camera angle changes. You
So
know,
to
like
make it more
looking at
unique
one
and
person to
interesting, I just head bobbed during the whole recording, so to add something to the video because it's this the whole time. By the way, we won't actually watch the whole video, but when it comes to the other SAMSS content, we probably will. But this one is just me talking about, and then I used to always do pixel art. That was my whole thing on Twitter was pixel art. And then when it came to the Machinima kind of era for me, that's when my channel really blew up, and I got more involved. And that was something I always wanted to do since I watched Red vs. Blue, which I will have a video next month in October to go over the original old Machinima ideas I had. But yes, and then my voice, it's not very much different at all, but you can tell there's a difference. This was done with an app called HiQ MP3 voice recorder, and I had the pro version, so I actually spent like $2 on that. I used it for my old gaming videos too, prior to this video. I recommended it as a early thing. I really do. I could still use it. But since I have a Blue Snowball mic now on my computer, I just have no use for it anymore and all that. So, but yeah, overall my voice is still the same 2 years ago. But you can tell there's like a difference,
well.
especially in quality of the mic.
It like lags and it just doesn't look good, and you don't watch it. But anyways, I'm sorry about that, but yeah,
this was a rant. I didn't actually have a script for this video, so this is also a joke.
Maybe YouTube.
Well, this isn't a joke, but all the running gags in the future are kind of joking this very first moment. Where I hope you can hear me over when this douche right here is talking, aka myself.
Go to you guys first.
Oh god.
And I am head bobbing to this.
Okay, I will skip a little forward.
Usually I don't do that, but
I'll skip towards the end.
But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, and thank you.
Alright, so here, what's about to happen in a few seconds is to make the video a little more unique, and it's actually based on the original idea for this PSA 100 Twitter follower special idea. Was it was gonna be me talking to you guys, right? And then immediately after, I would be chased out by this guy, and then I would run into the snow biome, aka the avalanche map, and accidentally kill Oliver for the Last Man Standing Part 2, which I had just body acted. I was in that scene. I was one of the zombies. Part 2? Yeah, Part 2. Duh. I wouldn't have been in Part 1. That's stupid. So I'm like, and then I remember putting a joke in there like, oh, I hope that isn't canon. So it's amazing how so much SAMSS has evolved over the years, where it became this multi-Halo Machinima franchise. It's become, and there was no SAMSS. There was no SAMSS when this video came out. This was just me talking and inherently making a crossover joke to Thy Grace is Machinima, which it's crazy now that how that kind of similar appearance now. And then obviously the gold skin. It's not even gold. It's just like yellow. I still make references to this rifle. I run with a sniper rifle now because that's what I used to run with. And I think I had it for this video just for the sake of like it being cool. And I'm just like, look at this weapon skin, guys. I have awesome. I'm playing myself in this video, even though it's just me head bobbing to me ranting about my 100 Twitter follower special. But I refer to this as Slime's automatic rifle. It actually has its own fandom page and all that. And one of these times one of the future episodes I actually will talk about what happened to it. Actually, I can't just say it now, but I don't want to extend this video more than it already is. So I will just say there's a guy here at the end. You'll never get to see him. He's off screen. He's on the left side. And here we go. I'll explain after. You probably couldn't even hear that, but there's a guy off screen that said, "Hey, you're not supposed to be here." Shut up, ad. Ad started playing. I'm playing through the SAMSS playlist, which I guess in the description since. But that guy, obviously, again, that was a joke, and that was kind of connected to the original video idea for this video, but obviously I couldn't do it. And years later, aka a year later from after this video, when SAMSS got way more involved and there was a whole faction called the Scholar Heroes in Time, I decided to add it, and there will be another Machinima called Long Time Ago, which is actually an exact prequel to this video, PSA 100 Twitter follower special, and it's so cool. But yeah, so it's revealed that guy is called Officer. That's like his title. He's referred to as Officer. He's like a white and orange armor character. He hasn't made a single appearance yet, but he will whenever I do Long Time Ago. So that's pretty cool. And so when I do this video, I will try my best to like replicate my old the voice I had for that video, and then the voice I had for Officer. So that video will be really cool to do. Except the idea I had in mind for that video was a long take. It was that doesn't mean there's no cuts in it, but it was gonna have from a certain starting point. You will see me, Ethan, build that backdrop with all the boxes and all that, and it pans upwards, and then it goes on probably for like a whole minute scene just so it can have some sort of similar length time to, but then it ends with two guards, one of them being Davy, approaching because they're also informed about an intruder, and so yeah, this whole thing became that Ethan got into his he intruded into his place to specifically find a nice backdrop to talk about his 100 Twitter followers special, and it's you're talking about that wasn't there before. There was no story idea, so I found that really cool. This is a terrible introduction video. I want to do something short, but it turns out the video is like 10 minutes long, or whatever how much it is when I cut it down. But the point is, thank you for joining this part one. Part one. Not I didn't mean part one. This part one of the content. I'm sorry, well, I confused that. Either way, I want to thank you for watching next episode or discussion. I prefer to do it as discussions because I'm lame. I'll be going over the 250 subscriber special, and that one will be long. So, yeah, and obviously, like my other podcasts, I recommend you actually listen to them. You don't actually watch these videos. You can, but you don't have to, especially if you've seen the Machinima that I'm about to talk about. But I don't know. So, yeah, I hope you have a good day. Have a good time. I will hopefully get more discussions out sometime after this one. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'm Ethan Fender, aka the Slimed Artist. Have a slime-tastic day. Oh my god. Suck at these videos. You know that, right? I do.